Sierra Sportsmaster versus Sierra Outdoor Master. Is this the same ammo in 2025? It's time to find out. Let's hit the range! In today's video, we're going to take a look at a new ammo that's hitting store shelves, at least new to my area. I think it's been out for a little over a year now. Sierra Sportsmaster. The ammo we're looking at today is a 90 grain jacketed hollow point in 380 ACP, and I theorized probably a year ago now that this one is just a reboxed version of Sierra Outdoor Master, which is also a 90 grain jacketed hollow point ammunition. Box is a little different color, name is a little different. You'll see when we get to the graphics portion of today's video that the ammo looks identical. To start our video, let's go ahead and chronograph this ammo, and we'll see if there's any difference in terms of velocity. Once we've velocity tested this ammo, we'll then do a little bit of an accuracy comparison to see if they have comparable accuracy. I'm going to start with the Sierra Outdoor Master, the quote older version of the ammo, and we'll see what numbers this puts on paper. The firearm we're using today is our Beretta ADX Cheetah. For our velocity test, our shots will be in single action mode. The target I'm going to aim at will be our bottom left-hand target for these 5 shots of our 4 square target. Here we go. $1,013, $1,026, $1,031, $997, $987. Okay, we saw how the Sierra Outdoor Master did. Let's now do the Sierra Sportsmaster. Again, 90 grain jacketed hollow point. For these 5 shots, I will shoot at the bottom right hand target on our 4 target. $1,027, $1,020, $1,025, $1,006, $1,023. I will save the velocity comparison numbers for our graphic breakdown portion of the video. Though, as a comparison, I did bring along a ammo. Let's now do the SIG 365 ammo, which is a 90 grain jacketed hollow point, though a V-crown jacketed hollow point, which is SIG's bullet. And we'll see how that compares against our 2 Sierra Outdoor Master and Sportsmaster. For our SIG 365 ammo, I will be aiming at the top left-hand corner of our 4 target. Here we go. $891, $912, $925, $904, $970. I'm saying noticeably less velocity compared to our 2 Sierra brand ammos, and maybe even slightly less felt recoil. To round out our velocity comparison in today's video, you might be thinking to yourself, how do those defensive ammos compare to range and target ammo? Well, you're in luck, We have brought along Winchester targeted practice. I often call it Winchester White Box. Let's see how this 95 grain full metal target and practice ammo compares velocity-wise against our defensive ammo. For this test, we will shoot at the top right corner of our core target. $9.39, $9.76, $9.36, $9.59, $9.73. Sierra Sportsmaster, with its 90 grain jacketed hollow point projectile, has an advertised velocity of 990 feet per second for 198.5 foot-pounds of energy. Sierra does not give the barrel length for that test. Out of the 3.9-inch barrel of our Beretta ADX Cheetah, our average achieved velocity came out to 1,020 feet per second for 207.9 foot-pounds of energy. Sierra Outdoor Master, with a 90 grain jacketed hollow point projectile, also has the advertised velocity of 990 feet per second for 198.5 foot-pounds of energy. The average achieved velocity from the 3.9-inch barrel of our ADX Cheetah came out to 1,010 feet per second for 203.8 foot-pounds of energy. The SIG 365 ammo, with its 90 grain V-crown jacketed hollow point projectile, has an advertised velocity of 980 feet per second for 192 foot-pounds of energy. SIG lists that barrel as a 3 3/4-inch barrel. Out of the 3.9-inch barrel of our ADX Cheetah, our average achieved velocity came out to 920 feet per second for 169.1 foot-pounds of energy. In the second half of today's video, it'll become a little more obvious why we decided to include a SIG ammo in this video. Stay tuned. The Winchester Target and Practice that we included as sort of a baseline, shall we say, with its 95 grain full metal jacket projectile, has an advertised velocity of 955 feet per second for 192 foot-pounds of energy. Unknown barrel length on this one as well. Out of the 3.9-inch barrel of our ADX Cheetah, our average achieved velocity came out to 957 feet per second for 193.2 foot-pounds of energy. Results almost identical to what's printed on the box. Interesting. Before we take that deeper dive into the similarities and differences between Sportsmaster and Outdoor Master, let's first do the accuracy test on this ammo. Let's do the accuracy test now in today's video. We will shoot at the same order of targets on our 4-square target. We'll also do in the same order we did the velocity test. So we're going to start with the Sierra Outdoor Master 90 grain jacketed hollow point at our bottom left target. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fire 10 shots. First shot will be double action. Next 4 shots will be single action at the larger target. And then I've lined up 4 little what I call challenge targets out there. And the last 5 shots of the magazine I will do at the challenge target. So the Sierra Outdoor Master is going to be the left hand of the challenge targets, and we'll just move left to right on those targets. Let's get started. Here we go. I might have only done 4 at our left-hand target. I should have been counting better. Let me do this fifth one at our normal size target. Here we go. Okay. I don't see that we put any hits on our challenge target, though it looks like we have five shots. And I think my fifth shot is that one at about 4 o'clock on the target where I got kind of out of rhythm forgetting to count. Whoopsie. Now we're going to do the Sierra Sportsmaster 90 grain jacketed hollow point, bottom right hand target, and the second challenge target in the list. Here we go. First shot will be double action. Okay, I see at least one hit bottom right corner of our challenge target. It's a good sign for the Sierra Sportsmaster. It's time for the SIG 365 V-Crown jacketed hollow point, top left-hand target, and number 3 in the line. Here we go. Okay, it looks like we put some hits at the bottom right corner, maybe just off of our challenge target. Could the Winchester white box win the day? We're about to find out. Winchester, range and target. It's your turn. Top right-hand target, number 4 in the line. Oh my God, the internet is going to be in shambles. 5 of 5 on our challenge target with the Winchester range and target. It also has, at least from this distance, we'll get some close-up pics later, but from afar, it looks to have the best group on our larger target as well. Oh my God, the internet will never believe this. It's a good thing we got it on video, right? Yep, okay, all our cameras are recording, so let's get to that graphics breakdown portion. We'll start comparing our targets from our velocity comparison. Here, I would call our targets from the Outdoor Master and the Sportsmaster fairly comparable. The SIG 365 target and the Winchester white box targets are obviously a little better. Looking at our dedicated velocity target, our Outdoor Master and our Sportsmaster targets, I'm again calling comparable. You might say, but wait, that Outdoor Master doesn't look quite as good. And I would counter with, had I remembered to count and not got my rhythm thrown off, that flyer around 4 o'clock on the Outdoor Master target would have probably been closer to center making the target more similar to the Sportsmaster. We can also see that I'm calling our SIG 365 target also comparable with our Outdoor Master and Sportsmaster targets, though the clear winner here in terms of this sample is again the Winchester White Box. This trend continued with our challenge target segment, where with the Outdoor Master, the Sportsmaster, and the SIG 365, I had a tendency to shoot a little low to the right just off the target, whereas with that Winchester White Box, we put all 5 shots safely on our challenge target. We've seen today with our Sportsmaster versus the Outdoor Master, in terms of velocity, we had 10 feet per second difference, which is close enough where you could say that's within one round or the next. I'm calling those numbers, for all intents and purposes, identical. We've also seen, at least out of my hand and my firearm, accuracy that I'm calling comparable with each other. So what else do we know about this ammo in 2025? These days, both Sportsmaster and Outdoor Master are loaded with the 90-grain Sportsmaster jacketed hollow point projectile. That projectile is loaded into a brass cartridge that is stamped with SIG on the head case. Looking at the rear of these boxes, while they have slightly different QR codes, those QR codes go to the same link on Sierra's website, where you'll actually find that Sierra has scrubbed the ammo section from their website and only lists information about their reloading bullets. With the help of the Wayback Machine, we were able to bring up the ballistics data table that should have been linked on the back of these boxes today, and you'll find that for both of these, they give you the same identical table. We're going to speculate a little here, mostly due to that data scrub. From what I can tell, while Sierra has made bullets for over 70 years, I don't think it was until the late 2010s or early 2020 when they started selling handgun ammunition. In 2020, Sierra Sportsmaster as an ammunition popped up on their website, and you'll notice here that they list that it uses Sierra's jacketed hollow point. Some other interesting notes where we can see it originally was not the same as Outdoor Master is it was loaded using the shell shock casing, and it was expected to have the same velocity and accuracy as what they considered premium self-defense ammo. The shell shock case appears to be an attempt to replace brass as an ammo loading or reloading component. The shell shock case had a nickel alloy steel cartridge case. It was supposed to be 50% lighter, less abrasive, stronger, be self-lubricating, corrosive resistant. They weren't supposed to split, crack, or chip, and they were ferrous, so you could pick them up with a magnet. Finally, Sierra Outdoor Master popped up on Sierra's website in 2021, with the notable difference between it and Sportsmaster being the cartridges are loaded with the brass casing, making reloading with conventional equipment easy and economical. When trying to find information on this ammo, you'll often find forum posts of people asking why is Sportsmaster or Outdoor Master on sale for so much cheaper, and replies speculating that Sierra has pulled it and they're working on another bullet, blah, blah, blah. Though I see no evidence of that. Currently, if you go to Sierra's website and you look at the Sportsmaster bullet that this ammo is loaded with, you'll see that it is a design that's from 1983 that they call their current hollow point. This over 42-year-old design makes it older than even the Hornady XTP projectile that many people think of as one of the first, quote, modern hollow point projectiles. If we flash forward to 2022 with the help of the Wayback Machine, we can see here that the Sierra Sportsmaster line has been updated, and now instead of being loaded with that shell shock cartridge, that it is now using a brass casing, which they say is again to make reloading with conventional equipment easy and economical. It is at this point that I think the Sportsmaster and the Outdoor Master become the same thing. Another area that I'm going to speculate here, I wasn't able to confirm this 100%, is the Sierra Outdoor Master that we shot in today's video was a good 3 or 4 years old. All of the Sierra Outdoor Master that I have and the brass that I have from shooting it, as far as I can tell, it all is stamped by SIG. And what this leads me to believe is at least as far as the Sportsmaster and Outdoor Master and handgun ammunition go, I believe they are loaded by SIG using the SIG brass, and that SIG is just using the Sierra bullet when they're creating this ammo, and maybe due to some agreement, maybe a part of the agreement where Sierra makes the SIG V-Crown bullets, that SIG is loading and then selling this ammo under the Sierra name, though it's loaded by SIG. Again, I'm speculating there. So if you know or you have any more information on this ammo and who actually is making it, let us know in the comments. Well, anyway, that seems like the perfect spot to end today's video. If you enjoyed today's video, like it, share it with your friends and family, drop a comment on there. Those things are free and they really help the channel greatly. If you'd like to help us make more of these videos in the future, look into becoming a member. Fred and I really appreciate you getting this far. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a good night. Frederick's big time breakfast. Oh, it's stealing your booty furs. You worked hard on those booty furs. Fred, you're a shedding porkinite. You gotta get these furs off ya. Yeah, that's Jesse's blood. All these booty furs. Oh, you like the breakfast. You just don't want people to know you like the breakfast, huh?